And hello there. My name is Kirameansme, or Kira, or Alexei, or the incredibly antisocial, pathetically pandering sheep. And this is going to be my first YouTube video. Excuse the lack of energy. It is currently 2:38 a.m. at my house, and my parents are asleep. Mm. Um, so, this is a Q&A, so let's jump right in it, actually. So, the first question pertaining to my art, and it's the question that I get, that I find that I get a lot is, what do you use to make your art digitally? So what softwares do you use? And I'm always looking for new software to use because like I'm never satisfied, like, at all. I'll be completely fine with it for maybe like a week, and then I'll be like, I hate this software. I need a new software. Like, I need something perfect, but I can never find something perfect. But there are three main ones that I use. Photoshop I found is great for my line art. No, no, it's not. Well, yes, it is, with one specific brush, an actual pencil brush. The software that you see me using in the Speedpaint is Sketchbook Pro 7, and yes, it costs money, but you can get the free trial version that'll let you use it for like however long you want, but you're just like missing a few features like the flip book feature. I don't know if you're missing the Copics feature. And the last software that I use is called Paint, and it's online, and you can download it and stuff. But as long as you have an account on Paint, then you can use the full program, the full software program, which offers a lot more. I like to use the Speedpaint version, which is the automatic default for anyone who goes on Paint and doesn't have an account or doesn't log in. I like using that one better because I know what I'm doing, and it just flows better for me that way. Moving on. What tools do you use? Oh gosh, my tools. There are like two parts to this question, so I'm going to answer the digital one first, since Speedpaint's up there. For Sketchbook Pro, I mainly use the pencil tool. When I'm doing the line art, I just pop in there, get that pencil tool, and I use the color editor window because I just when I do line art, and when I go to sign it, because I always put my signature on my line art layer because like I don't want people to move in or anything. I use the ballpoint pen tool. It's right beside the brush tool. It's small and it actually looks nice. Uh, After that, I just go ahead and I use that brush tool with the Copics, and from there the airbrush tool. And if I ever need to blend anything, just go down to my mixer brushes, and I get the, it's called Mixer Brush 2, and its icon is like a flat brush, like a big flat brush, and it works really well for me. So mm. Okay, let's see here. How did I discover my art style? Ooh, wait, no, I didn't answer the second part of the last question. I'm sorry. When I'm doing traditional art, what tools do I use? Pencil, paper, eraser, ballpoint pen. That's all I use, unless I'm going to like color it, and I haven't done that in a while. But if I do go to color it, I use my Faber pastel manga markers. That is literally what they're called. And I got them from H.W. Smith over where I'm at, which is another country. But that closes that out, which means that I can actually answer the other question, which is how did I discover my art style? It was just me going on the internet, discovering artists, going on YouTube, discovering animatics, watching animatics, finding my favorite YouTube animatic maker person, Galactabun, aka Spibbles, aka Cryptid, aka Spoon, aka Scribbles, but is now just Spibbles. Oh my goodness. Um, I loved their art style, and it largely influences mine, and you can see that from some of my earlier posts on DeviantArt. You can really see that, and now I've just kind of come into my own style, which is a mix of theirs and just a mix of like other artists just thrown in there to create this unique weird thing. Kind of describes me. I'm just one weird thing, and so I just create one weird thing. But really, it's just like looking at other art and picking everything out in it. What inspires me? Okay, what inspires me? I feel like this question is just, it's not simple. There are a lot of things that inspire me. There are a lot of things that inspire artists in general. And forgive me for going on a tangent and a rant for this. But there are just so many things in the world, from nature to just everyday situations to just like seeing your stuffed animal in your room or a pen falling on the ground. That is how simple it is. Yeah, I get inspired by other art, especially art that is better than mine, because then I'm just like, how did they do that? And I'm always just want to know, you know what? I got to learn how they did that so that I can do that. And that just inspires me to one, get better, and two, it gives me ideas when I see how other people have done stuff, and I'm just like, whoa, that gives me a new idea, and I just go and I just try to sketch out that idea, like I just, eh. Little side note, forgive all of the cuts. When I had just sped the video up to as far as it could go, it was like still an hour and a half, so I was cutting it down, and I just decided, you know what, I'm just gonna cut the video. I'm gonna just time lapse it. So forgive all this time lapsing. Next question. Do I have any bad commission experiences? Not really, because I haven't really gotten a lot of commissions yet. Um, I would have to say that as far as any commission experiences that I did not like per se, would probably be my first, and I was actually commissioned by my mom. She runs her own company, and she wanted me to design a graphic for her so she could put it on a t-shirt. And I did, and I sketched it out on paper. Little did I know that she also wanted me to put that in the computer and digitize it. And back then, at that time, I hadn't gotten the hang of Sketchbook Pro, and I didn't have Photoshop on this computer. I still don't have Photoshop on this computer. I need to get it. And I couldn't find Paint because I forgot the name of Paint. So I'm just like, I was sputtering and pandering, so I like literally just sketched it out, inked it, and then I gave it to her, signed, and well, no, unsigned actually. And I only got $50 for it. She said, I would have given you $200, $200 for this because it was really like top notch quality, but you only, like, you still made me do like half the work because she had to digitize it using a vector program. So as far as commission experiences, like I really did not like that one, but it was a learning experience, so now I know, and I've gotten better at like my software, so I've I can do stuff. I can do stuff. I can do stuff. Um, let's move on to some. Oh, these are personal questions. Let's see here. What is my favorite movie and my favorite video game or games plural? My favorite movie will always be Howl's Moving Castle, because that was beautiful and it still moves me to tears and it's awesome. Studio Ghibli is just amazing. And my favorite video game would have to be Fire Emblem Conquest at the moment. My favorite video game was always changing because like I just can't choose one, but it's always changing. Last time it was Fire Emblem Awakening. Before that it was Pokemon. Now it's just Conquest because Conquest is awesome. Story is amazing. How did I get into art? Okay, how did I get into art? Well, it was middle school, 6th grade, and I was new to this British school, and I didn't really have any friends, and I was struggling to make friends, and these two girls walked up to me, and they were like, hey, wanna be friends? And I'm like, oh my god, yeah, and we became friends. Like, it was so amazing. Oh. And one of them, her name was Sarah, she introduced me to anime. Now, I had watched a bit because of Jetix, so I've seen Naruto, but I wasn't that into it. And then she got me into anime. I still wasn't that into Naruto, but like the first anime that I watched seriously was Soul Eater. I finished that one in like 3 times, and that was awesome. And then I kind of got into it, into Naruto a bit, and then I just fell out of it because but but yeah, that's how I got into art, because then I saw anime and I was like, oh my gosh, it would be so great if I could draw that way. And then I started drawing because I had mandatory art class, and then I just got really into it. And lo and behold, I just kept drawing and drawing and drawing, and now I'm where I am, and I can't really live without drawing. I'm sorry, it's kind of like, it's hard to explain because I'm terrible at explaining things. Let's see here. Where am I from? Another personal question. Um, I can't really per se where I'm from. I was born in the US, yeah. I was born in the north, but I wasn't really raised in any one place. We always moved around, both in and out of country. So, really, I just see myself as a international kid, and I don't really like see myself as like being from one place. And yeah, at times I kind of regret it, but like at times but most of the time I just love it because I can like connect with different people and who have different ideas, and it's awesome. Oh boy, we're going through all the personal ones right now. How old am I? I'm currently 18, but as we speak, in about well, 6 days for me, but 7 for you guys, I will be 19. Yay, yay, yay. Oh snap, we're coming close to the end. I gotta wrap this up. Music tastes all over the place. What are my essential tools? My sketchbook, my phone because it has my references, and I'm gonna have to say my headphones because music. Um, how do I turn a photo of somebody into art? Okay, so that just requires me looking at the photo, going into my into my photo library on my phone and just getting references, a bunch of references, and looking at what I like, and then I just envision the person as that, and whatever like really clicks, that becomes the pose. And then I just literally just sit there and I hand draw the pose on a piece of paper in my style, and I just go back to the photo of that person, add their traits, and boom. And then I just have to go back over that in my computer for the line art, and there we go. That's how it. That's literally how the magic happens. What has had a big influence on my art? I'm going to have to say, what has had a big influence on my art is my parents. I always thought that it was just a hobby thing and that I shouldn't really try to make a career out of it, because everybody had like been telling me that art is not something that you should make a career out of, and like unless you're like Picasso or Van Gogh. And then my parents started actually looking at my art and they were like, screw what they say. If you don't go to school for art, we're going to disown you. And I'm like, okay, they didn't actually say they would disown me, but they just said that that they would not, they would be very upset if I didn't go. So I was just like, oh, so I took that as you are good at art, keep improving, and do your thing. Thank you. And that's basically it. What tool do I use to color? I use the brush tool, the what's it called? The spray paint tool, I'm gonna call it. And then I go into a different layer and I go to color dodge and I use spray paint tool and the highlighter tool to make everything brighter, to give it some life. You feel me? And that's literally how it happens. Do I have any tips for beginners? Yes, I do. If you are just starting out in art, do not be discouraged by anything. But at the same time, also do not think that you are perfect. Do not think that you have to be perfect. But also do not get a swelled head. But also do not like beat yourself down. Be humble without being egotistical is basically what I'm trying to say. Also, you know that there's always more for you to learn. Even expert artists like Sakumi-chan, one of my favorite artists, probably still has some stuff to learn. I look at their paintings and compositions, and I've had like an actual formal painting class at school, and I can notice a few things that can be improved. So, like even expert artists, expert, I use that term very loosely, have something to learn. Also, yeah, going back to the art class, take as many as you can, both online, at your schools. I will link two websites that have art classes that are below $20. One of them, the prices depend on if there's a sale going on. Sometimes they have sales and sometimes they don't, but they have sales very often. So you should be able to find something for like $20 or less. So I will link those in the description for you guys, and you guys can just like go off and like purchase and be like, woo, yip, yip, yay, and just learn stuff. Just watch a lot of videos, tutorials, take the art classes, ask questions, like lots of questions, and that's basically all that I can really say. Keep doing it, keep practicing. You should try to practice every day. I don't mean like full on compositional pieces, but like at least sketches. You should at least sketch something every day just to keep you in the groove. Never go more than 3 days without drawing. That is my personal rule. Never go 3 days without drawing. It doesn't matter what you draw. It doesn't matter if it's just like a random doodle that doesn't make any sense. I don't care. It just, that's it. And color theory is the bane of all of our existences. It'll be the bane of yours, but it will be very advantageous for you to actually like study it. Okay. And with that, I think we kind of just ended the Q&A. I didn't really have a lot of questions because I didn't really get people asking me a lot of questions except for, wait, I have memes. I have meme questions from my friends, I think. What is a pencil? Yeah, that's. I'm just gonna. Can a shit stain be considered art? Ha! Yes. Yes, it can. If it is on a canvas and presented fancy enough, and given a vague title. I'm kidding. Nothing is crap. Don't let anybody tell you that you're not a good artist. Don't let anybody tell you that your art is crap. Don't let them beat you down because, trust me, they're just jealous and insecure. If your art teachers say that you're crap and that your art style is also crap, do not listen to them. Keep doing that. They just don't agree with it. That's it. I once quit one of my art classes, my very first one. It was a formal drawing class because my teacher said that I did the anime art thing with the eyes, which is the only way that I knew how to draw eyes. And she said that it was stupid and that it was crap, and I quit that class that same day. Then about 2 years later, I retook the class, and I stuck through it, and I learned how to formally draw a composite piece, and that's a large part of my art style now, especially with my eyes, because I draw my eyes just a teensy bit more realistic now, thanks to that drawing class. So it doesn't matter what class you take. I took a bunch of random ones: painting, drawing, IB art, and ceramics, and they've all helped me. And you wouldn't believe that ceramics helps you, but it does. Trust me, it just does. Take as many as you can. Take them multiple times, please. What other advice can I give to make me sound like a smart person? I'm not very sure. I have one. I have one. No matter what you do, just know that you are only as bad as you believe yourself to be. You are only as good as you believe yourself to be. So, you can only improve as much as you want to improve and believe that you can. So, that being said, always think positively and always strive to improve more. Don't think that you've reached a satisfactory place, because then you're going to be stuck in a rut and you're never going to improve. You're never going to change, and that's bad. It will leave you feeling bored, and it won't leave you feeling satisfied at all. I had quit drawing for a few months in my life because I got bored with it. It wasn't fun anymore. It was just assignment after assignment of stuff that I did not want to do. And I felt like everything that I did do in my spare time just looked so wrong. And I didn't believe that I could improve. And I believed that I was stuck in that rut and I couldn't overcome it. And then on a whim, I was feeling really bad that day. I think on a whim, I just picked up my pencil and I just started absent-mindedly doodling, really. And then I noticed that the doodle kind of looked good, and I just started going full on sketch mode and then full on draw mode, and then boom, I got my mojo back. So, if you're getting bored, try something new with your art, is the only thing that I can really say. When I try something new, I have fun with it, and it's awesome, and then I kind of get the hang of it, and I can do it really nicely, and that's just awesome. And I think that that can apply to a lot of people. I'm sorry for the rant. I'm really sorry for this, like, really long rant and repeating myself. I did not script this at all. And now I'm now I'm just jumping topics. I'm pathetically pandering. Rambling and pandering because I'm nervous. Honestly, I am overall happy that I did this. I hope everybody else is happy that I did this. I expect more speed paints. I can't really say expect more voiceovers. This is my first voiceover, but this is my first video, period. But expect more videos because I'm actually gonna put myself on a schedule to work on the videos and release them. And maybe I'll put some polls up on Amino asking if you guys want some more. So, well, thank you for watching this video and putting up with me. Have a stellar day, and goodbye.